So we're missing one person.
Sorry, we can wait. I didn't realise you had another team.
No, I don't think he's coming, so yeah.
So what time? Did I say quarter past? Did I say 11 or quarter past? I can't remember.
Quarter past.
Yeah, do you want to wait?
He didn't come, he's not...
He did message me earlier saying that...
I don't think he's doing anything anyway.
I'll message him quickly.
Yeah, because we can give him a few minutes if you want.
Have you messaged? But after the meeting, we're going to type and print our results so we can give him, like meeting brochure. After the meeting, we are going back to Susan.
Yeah.
So he didn't turn up he hasn't been registered then, has he? So,
No. He wants to use it. It has code. It has code.
Date, the 26th.
So that's how I read.
Not the 26th, 29th, isn't it?
Because my reading is not...
Agenda for
sometimes,
we see.
if I'm reading, I'll be reading from my head instead of my eyes. It drift. So the doctor said that if I'm not sure, read with this.
Oh, okay. All right.
He said because one thing, I'm fighting my body to accept that I'm young, but I'm not young, So it's like I'm disorganizing all my hormone.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Okay. It is good now.
Agenda for consultancy meeting. Date, the 26th of November.
I don't know why that door locks.
Attendees, Helen, Junior, Elizabeth, Ashish. Recap of objective. Discover how many students visit the campus prior to starting their degree. Identify how they found out about the school. Identify why learners choose BNU. Discover how the school can improve its overall communication with learners. Key points. How many students visit the school on tour? How many out of the visitors choose this school? How did the students discover BNU? Why did students prefer this school over others? What can the school do to attract students?
Okay. So are we waiting for him or not?
Okay. No, I'm reading everything out for you.
I think we could just
Oh,
start.
God, I wasn't listening to that.
Oh,
you need to conduct the
I think we
meeting.
could just start.
Sorry?
We can start.
Okay, perfect. All right then.
We are okay. You can introduce.
Alright, so to quickly recap of the objectives is to discover how many students visit the campus prior to the degree.
Okay.
Identify how they found out about the school. Identify why learners choose BNU, and discover how the school can improve its overall communication with learners. So the key points is how many students visit the school on tour.
How many students?
Visit the school on tour.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So are you also including open days?
Open days, yeah.
Yeah.
Two, yeah.
Or independently book a tour?
No, open days.
Only open days. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And how many of the visitors choose to come to the school?
Okay.
Yeah, and how did the students discover BNU? Why did they prefer the school over others? What can the school do to attract more students? What does the school offer over other schools? And how much support does the school offer to the students? Yeah, and then So we have some quick questions as well.
So what's the overall aim? What's your overall aim?
Our overall aim is to just like
Want to get more information
yeah,
about
the objectives.
the objective, you know.
So
How-
so normally you'd have a clear aim, and then you'd have the objectives underneath that. So what do you think the clear aim? What do you think the overall aim is of this?
Yeah.
Why we're asking you to do this?
Yeah, that goes back to the objectives, which is to, I guess,
It's about consultants.
It's about what, sorry?
identify how many people like comes to choose a BNU.
So yeah, what you know? So when this was positioned to you, what do you think? So do you know what my role is? Do you know what my role? Why you're talking to me?
Yeah.
What's my role?
You are the company. You are the.
No, yeah, I'm representing. I'm
BNU.
at BNU.
Yeah.
Do you know what my role is at BNU? Why you're talking to me about this?
Because I guess we're consulting to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I'm the outreach coordinator for the school.
Okay.
Now,
Mhm.
do you understand what outreach means?
Yeah, outreach.
Outreach.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah,
No, outreach,
that's what I said. Do you understand what outreach means?
Yeah, you reach to outreach. Yeah, not even reaching to people. Outreach.
Well, yeah. Why have I got? So I'm the outreach coordinator for the school, which is why you're talking to
You
me.
have a lot of information about the school. You know, somebody who is outreach of a company have a lot of, like, you can have a district market manager for Google. Is an outreach to get information from other people and pass it to the company, and people.
No,
visit-
I'm not getting information. I'm not. So my role is to reach out into, or to coordinate the outreach into the community, to try and raise the profile of BNU, and particularly to get students to come to this university. So
Yeah.
outreach. So I'm the outreach coordinator. There is an outreach team here as well that do it on behalf of the whole university. And our responsibility is to try and attract students in, or trying to find ways. A lot of the work that I do is trying to do like taster days with local schools or colleges, invite people in to see the campus and things like that. So that's why I said it might not just be open days that you
No,
want to
not
look
only
at.
open days.
Well, no, I just asked that question and you said yes, it's open days.
No, not all. Open days is a main day, like a lot of people come, like 80% of it. But other people come during, like some people, international students too. They do their own online. People visit individually.
Okay, all right. Okay, so you need to, so that, when I say, so your aim, so you've got a list of objectives, but your aim is to increase the outreach actively, or have a better understanding of how the university could better improve
Cooperate.
its outreach
No.
Yeah.
programs
Yeah, again,
to achieve the objectives that you're talking
Yeah.
about. So that's one thing. I think it's quite important that you that you look at your client. I'm your client,
Yeah.
and what my what I'm trying to achieve,
Mm.
and then what you're being asked to do as part of your consult, because you're consultants. You know, you've done this, haven't you? So you invite a consultant in to do some work for you, to then give you some
Feedback.
solutions. To give you some solutions. I'm looking for solutions. And the thing is as well with a consultant is I already know. So it's not about you getting the information off me. You can obviously get information off me, but you have got to then provide me with things
Okay.
through your research. Yeah?
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that research could come from lots of different people.
Okay.
So, okay.
So can we like just quickly also
Yeah.
go over the questions?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first question is like we want you to be a bit more clearer for what you're seeking from us, the consultants.
Oh, do you think I might have just answered that question?
Oh yeah. That's,
So,
get more outreach.
So we want to we want more. We want to understand more about the impact of our outreach activities and what other things we should be doing.
Okay.
Updating.
Yeah.
Okay. Our next question is, Are there any specific areas you'd like to focus on, like us to focus on?
So you were just talking about, so it would be really interesting to understand why people, like what you just said, why people chose here.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you going to collect that sort of information? So that, you just said, you're, so read out the first couple of objectives again.
Discover how many students visit the campus prior to starting their degree and identify how they found out about the school.
Yeah, so how are you going to, go on, yes, sorry.
Yeah, identify why learners choose BNU. So,
Okay, excuse me. So how are you going to find out that information?
One, by visiting their website. Two, by visiting the school. And three, like student that is here that is our friend can tell us about, like how I find this, because one of my friends attended here did this something they do in theater something, O2. So, and I was asking her that I want to do hospitality. He said that, yeah, BNU do hospitality and they are very good.
But I'm not interested about hospitality, I'm only interested about business and law.
Okay.
Because I'm only the outreach coordinator for business and law, the School of Business and Law.
Okay, do that.
So how are you going to find out how many people attend an open day? I mean, we'll need to, I'll need to put you in touch with someone who can give you the open day figures. Yeah, so is that the first thing you'd like me to do for you?
yeah, sure.
So I'll give you an email address so you can, an email which is the, somebody who deals with our open day, our marketing open days,
Okay.
and you can contact them.
But Helen, there's something I want to ask. The open day, is it not general for all the day we attend here, the open day was general for everybody.
Yeah, but that's,
Marketing, law, everybody, whatever you want to study, policing.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you need to find out how many of those people that came had registered an interest for business and law.
Okay.
And my next question is, even when you've got that, how do you then find out, how many of those converted into actually coming?
Coming, yeah.
Is there like someone who keeps data on that? That will ask.
Yeah. I mean,
But we can get it through UCAS as well.
how are you going to get UCAS to give you that
Yeah,
information?
you can't get that from me.
You can't get that from, yeah. So what you probably, so with students that are currently here, so members of the School of Business and Law, so students who are part of this business, what can you do with them?
The students that are currently here.
Yeah, so the students that are currently here, how might they help you?
We can
As a consultant.
We can ask them.
Yeah.
I guess we can ask them.
How are you going to ask them?
We can. Well, we can just ask, like, if, for example, if they attended the what's it called open days and whatnot, and then we can use that to sort of find out the what's it called information.
Yeah,
The conversion rates,
absolutely.
all of that stuff.
What's going to be the easiest way of doing that?
I guess we can do questionnaires.
Yeah. You want an online questionnaire probably, don't you?
Yeah.
So I think some of the, so that's probably the easiest way of collecting data from students that are already here.
Yeah.
If you can get them to fill out some sort of questionnaire,
Questionnaire.
asking them, did they come to open days? You know, how useful was the open day?
Yeah.
What other sorts of things they looked at? Because I mean, like you guys, did you look at, there's loads of things on social media, did you have a look at the Instagram, did you have a look at the TikTok, you know, did you look at reviews and things like that? What
And
did
their
someone
past
do?
results.
Sorry?
You know, the achievement as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well, that's what you got to try and find out. Do people, I mean, and even to the extent that it could be, was it the course, or was it the location, was it the university? Because like you're right, you know, how much. And I suppose from our perspective, we're interested in things that they didn't have, they would have liked, I suppose. Because I mean, like I say, you as consultants I mean, in the real world, we'd be paying you a lot of money to be a consultant. So we wouldn't expect you to just be telling us what we already knew, because obviously why would you pay, somebody? So consultants is all about that they're going to find out things that you don't already know, and then they're going to give you solutions. So I think a questionnaire would be a good starting point. So maybe start thinking about the questions you'd want to put in a questionnaire.
Okay.
And we can talk about that at another meeting, probably before you put it out. Don't rush to put it out necessarily, because the biggest thing with questionnaires is that afterwards you think, oh, I wish I asked that, wish I asked that. Maybe try it out on a couple of people you know. Maybe get them to, like a pilot, and say, right, how would you answer this? And then, because then when you look at it, you usually go, yeah, right, I wish I asked them that. And the other thing with questionnaires is like the reasons for something, because very often you ask a question and they give an answer, and then you go, oh, but there's another question I would have liked to ask, because it's really, so it's like, did you attend an open day? Yes, no, which is not going to give you, well, it's going to give you something, but then almost you need to follow that with, what did the open day give you? And you can almost do a tick list then. Oh, well, I saw the accommodation, I saw this, I saw that. And then it's almost like, on a scale of 1 to 5, how much did that help you make your decision? And then if it didn't, what other things helped you make a decision? And then you could do social media and things like that. Yeah?
How about distance? Can we add distance as well?
Can you add what, sorry?
Distance, like people coming from London.
Yeah, location is good to see. The
Location, yeah.
location is where people come from, because that's one of the things we are interested in. Because a lot of people travel. We don't have loads of students in accommodation. Because we're in a location where people can travel, so that could be an indication. So then when you come back to me with that sort of data, I go, right, yeah, I'm very much, my outreach activities should be within a 100-mile radius. Oh, probably what you call that, 50-mile radius. I mean, we have got some international students that are travelling quite a long way, but probably an hour to get here, within an hour's travel. I mean, that does, that sort of draws almost like a circle round, doesn't it? So then, like, so my outreach activities should be in these sort of vicinities, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
And then, do you have like any specific KPIs that you're looking for?
Well, we want to increase our student numbers.
Okay.
So we also want to offer more courses. So we've created new courses. So we need to try and attract more students to those courses. So I can give you a list of the new courses that we're bringing on board.
Okay.
And so it's like trying to raise the profile of those. I'd like to understand what competitors are doing. So I'd like to have an understanding of what
Your competitors.
some of our competitors are doing. So you might be probably looking at universities of a similar sort of standing in the sort of league tables and things.
Okay.
So in the local vicinity, we're probably talking about we're trying to think. No, it's not North. It's Bedfordshire, University of Bedfordshire. Some of the local, so some of the London ones. Let me give you a list of comparable universities. I'll do that for you. Yeah?
Ah,
So what sort of things are they doing that I'd be interested in that? Yeah?
how about
So
like
you mentioned Bedfordshire University. Is there any other university?
There's a few actually, but I'll email you them.
okay.
Yeah. That's the bell, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So how would you measure your success?
Oh, what do you mean?
like
The achieving that the, let's say the old student that have gone out, you know, is an achiever to the university, you know. So how are you increasing your success in achieving more?
So part of it would be student numbers, increasing student numbers.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the numbers this year are 25% down on target.
Okay.
So some of that is down to international students because of the government, the changes in government about
Finance.
about
Yeah.
students coming into the UK and being able to bring their families. Some of that is in terms of visas and things like that. But other than that, I mean, we are looking at, you know, our sort of marketing, how we're marketing with regard to that.
Okay.
So yeah.
Are you looking
So it's awareness. It's student numbers. It's awareness. It's participating in our local community.
But let's assume that what other universities are doing, are you looking to introduce some of them here? You know,
No, why would I want to do that? I want to
like
know
digital health, because there's health here already. Let's say some people are interested, like you have about 20 students who comes here to open day. They say they want to do digital health. Can you put it in consideration? So okay, I think we are getting, because you people are doing nursing, doing this OT something, you know. So are you looking idea to bring more courses?
Yeah, no, we have. Well, that's why I said I'll give you a list of courses that we've introduced.
Okay.
But obviously that is not in our school. Obviously I'm only responsible for the School of Business and Law.
Okay.
Yeah. So that wouldn't be relevant for me, or for this particular consultancy program or project. Yeah.
Okay, so you want to
Yes.
ask, like, what would you say is like the most successful ways of
Law
recruitment
student.
that the school uses?
Well, most of our applications come through UCAS,
So UCAS.
so that is the way that people that people apply. So I think what I will probably do is give you Sasha. Sasha heads up our BNU outreach team, so that is for the whole university. So Sasha Leek, she will be able to give you an idea of the sort of things that we do generally. So we do like HE open days, we go to HE conferences and things like that. We sort of interact with local schools and communities. That would probably be good to have a meeting with her. She would. I'll email her, and I'll put you in as well. Your emails in, and then you can arrange a meeting. She'll be able to talk to you generally about what we do. We're also using a company called Hardcastle Associates. They are a consultancy. So we are already working with a consultancy to help us with this. I can give you some idea of the sort of things that they're doing as well. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but you said that you people you are specialized here with business and law students. So obviously you've been training lawyers, you know, law students.
Yeah.
Has any of them been, let's say when they graduate, have you managed to employ, let's say, one of them or two, you know, to see the progress of what you've done, so they can impart it in other students, new coming students? That one can raise awareness as well.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the alumni, isn't it? That's part of the alumni process.
Alumni's process.
Well, they are our alumni, so they are
Okay.
people who have left the university. So we do use some of them in our marketing activities. Yep, to say where they are, and some of our employability events and things. We use people like that.
Yeah, because
Um,
that's a very good idea. Can encourage new people coming. You know,
Yeah.
people can I
Yeah.
finished here. They employed me. This is a brilliant university. You know, like one of the one that helped us during level 4. What's her name? Is Nganj. Kansha Awards, because Kansha told me that she studied here and they employed her.
Okay, what, that she was employed here?
Yeah, Kansha, very slim lady, I forgot her name.
No, Kansha.
Kansha, yeah.
But obviously, you see that, oh yeah, she's one of our graduate teaching associates. Yeah. I mean, you probably want people who've not working here, because not many graduates stay here and work. Because why would you? I mean, if you've got she's got a marketing degree, so she's yeah. It's more relevant to try and find people
Outside.
who've gone out and done something, done something beyond that, maybe.
Okay,
Yeah.
So, yeah, you mentioned earlier about how the government basically making it harder for international students. So, is there like anything you're doing to overcome that? Or-
Well, we're in competition, aren't we then? We're in because all universities are trying to. I mean, we can't influence what the government are doing.
yeah.
All we can do is in the number of students that there are. I mean, it's a tricky one because, the applications are down because people cannot bring their families, because they want to bring their families. So, I mean, we can't influence that, but the students that are still prepared to come, there's less of them, so the competition between the universities is greater.
Okay.
So they have sort of more choice, and more discretion as to where they go. So I suppose it's about how do we get them to come here.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, like the students are complaining they can't come with their a family, let's say husband and wife together, and wife coming here to study, so you have split a husband staying behind, with a platform of university being a great institution, they can tell the government, okay, we can create certain things that will help this international student. At least the university are benefit from them as well.
If they still come, yeah. If international students still come.
When international students want to come, but if government are restricting them with their boundaries, they can't come. But the university, like in law department, if you have like 50 international students, and you say, oh, look, these 50 people, they are international from Bangladesh or India or Nigeria or wherever, and you tender a letter to government, say there's a way we can amend and give
They
them.
won't, will they? Because essentially, did you see the government figures out yesterday that the net migration figure is 9,000, nearly 10,000 people higher than it's ever been. So the government's under big pressure to reduce immigration. So you can't have a student coming from Bangladesh and bringing their, 6 members of their family with them. So that's the problem. So visas, international student visas are quite tricky. We also have quite a problem with students coming in and not attending. So they come in, they come in on a visa, and then we never see them because it's a visa.
But if the student come and attend one session and they disappear and come back, will you accept them?
If what, sorry?
Let's say so student come January, they attend to March, first semester, and they don't have money to run the transport, to do everything, and they disappear, and they come back June. Can they continue?
No, because they will have not completed, won't they? They will have not completed the second term. But I wouldn't concentrate that much on international students because outreach is all about
home students.
A lot of outreach is home students, and that's where we want to raise our numbers probably more. I mean, it's across the. I think there's more
Home
opportunity
students.
to do with where are our students coming from? How do we interact with them better? How do we work with them? What are other universities doing with regard to their outreach programs and things like that? Yeah.
Yeah, I want to ask a question. Let's say, this is a funny question. Let's say 80% of the students, they are coming from high income. How do we extend the postcode?
How do you know 80%?
I'm just asking this. I'm assuming, let's say 80% of students here, or let's say 60%, they are from high income. how do we, let's say we want to extend the postcode, we want to encourage other students to come, we have a beautiful course going on, yeah, so students that don't know, we want to empower them. How do we do that as a consultant company to support the university?
Is that not what the question you're answering for me?
Pardon?
Yeah, I think it is.
I think that's
Yeah.
what you're providing me, not me providing you.
Yeah. Okay, so.
I mean, we can provide you with information of like Sasha will be able to provide you
Okay.
with some information about where our students come from and things like that, and then from there, you then.
We would like to know that, you know.
See, this is the role of the consultant. The consultant is about trying to find out information and then taking that information and using it. You're going to supplement. You're going to have that information. Then if you do a questionnaire, then you're going to have like primary data, aren't you, that you've collected from the current student base, which you can use alongside that. And then and then you can have a look at the sort of outreach activities that we're already doing. So I've just written which I can send you as well, a taster activity document. So I will send you that so you can have a look at that. And we're trying to get more schools and colleges in. And then you're going to try and also look at what other universities are doing. You can link in a bit to our like social media and things like that and the impact of that. Yeah.
Okay, so I think what we're gonna have to do is like you said, we're gonna have to conduct some primary research, questionnaires. I think we'll first to start off with our class, maybe try and collect data.
Yeah.
From them, and then we'll use that to sort of help us
Yeah.
move on. So yeah.
So okay, so what I am going to do for you is I'm going to provide you a list of new courses that have been developed.
Yeah.
I'm going to provide you with a list of comparable universities to us. I'm going to send an email to Sasha Leek, who's the head of the BNU outreach team, and for you to have a meeting with her, so she'll be able to tell you all about what the outreach activities are of the university. She'll be able to tell you which HE conferences we go to. We support the Bucks skills show, and we go out there, and so she'll be able to tell you. She's lovely, Sasha. She'll be able to tell you sort of what we do with regard to that. And then I will send you a copy of our taster activity brochure, which is what we're trying to do at the moment. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now remember, this is a process, so you don't have to do everything straight away. You sort of have to, you build up. The role of a consultant is to sort of use the information, some of which will be in the university, some of which we do already know, and also to try and collect primary data, which is your questionnaire, and then find out what other universities are doing with regard to that. So it's a research process in a way. Consultants are considered to be experts in their area. So, as I say, we're using a company called Hardcastle Associates at the moment as a consultant. I can show you. I also can show you some of the stuff that they've done for us. Yeah. But ultimately, you need to come back to me and say, this is what we found out, and these are your options, because that is the role of a consultant.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is obviously only our first meeting. So are you happy
Yeah.
with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have to write minutes? Do you write minutes for this
Yeah,
meeting?
we write a minute,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you're happy with regards to that? Yep.
That's why we're recording it. If we can't get enough yet, we go into this, because this I've done it 100%.
Okay.
So we have to, after writing the minutes, we have to give you a copy.
Okay. My expectation of minutes would be probably bullet pointed.
Okay, bullet pointed.
Almost like, yeah, this is what we discussed and this is what we agreed. It shouldn't be a,
Bullet pointed.
Yeah.
I want to ask.
Anything else you want to ask?
Yeah, we'll be having this meeting, this consultant meeting with you up to 3 months.
Yeah.
So all through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to ask anything?
You can always ask me something. You don't have to just ask me something at meetings. So you could ask me something. You could email me. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. If you go away and think, oh.
Any question that we think is very trickish, you know, we are feeling, oh, if we ask you, we might do. But with me, I want to be, anything we don't know, we want to know. I know we will get it from you. So I want.
Not necessarily. I'm your client, aren't I?
Mm,
So I'm not going to know everything.
Go find
I can give you information, but yeah. Because you remember, I know, because obviously you do know me, obviously, but I am your client, so you wouldn't necessarily know your client.
mm.
So it's trying to get you to, operate in that sort of professional manner, isn't it? Yeah.
But that's why we know you, but with this meeting today, I'm seeing you as a professional, somebody
exactly.
that came from outside. I'm not seeing you as my lecturer because
fine.
everything
Yeah.
is professional,
Yeah.
and we want to build up this professional skill to take it out
Yeah.
there,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
because we are not stuck in here,
Okay. All right.
So,
So hopefully that's clear in terms of what I'm asking you to do,
Yeah.
what I'm asking you to achieve.
and if there's any other thing you want us to do more, please don't hesitate to email us.
Okay. Well, I will wait to see at our next meeting, where you're at with our next meeting. Because obviously by then you will have hopefully met with Sasha. You'll have had a look at some of the stuff that I'm doing. I'll certainly, some of the courses. And the other thing's numbers. I need to put you in contact with somebody so you can get open day numbers. So I'm going to essentially provide you with people essentially to contact.
Next meeting, we need to get more all this information. So, and we have exam, we have a presentation. There's a lot going on. So I was thinking after the Christmas.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can book
Well, yeah, and also because essentially my colleagues may not be able to meet you either.
So let's say next meeting can be end of January.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it good enough?
Yeah, that's fine.
And
What's the date? When have you got to get this in for? When have you got to produce the report?
I think, isn't it March or something?
It will be the end of term 2, yeah, because it's this one, yeah. Okay, all right.
But I would like, before we meet Helen again, we should do the survey.
Survey, the questionnaire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have to come with a lot of information because she's going to give us information as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
The survey, as soon as we go back, we have a chat with Susan. We start drafting the survey,
Yeah.
But with this I'm recorded, and when I get home, I put it on my projector. There's how my husband set it for me. We subtitle it for me so I can print it and give to you.
What, the
recording?
I don't want to.
No, not you.
I was going to say, yeah.
No,
I don't want to. I don't want to.
No, the recording has nothing to do with it. It's just for help us to work.
The one thing I would say though is yes, you do need to write a survey, but I wouldn't necessarily rush to write a survey until you've got some of the other information.
Okay.
That is what we said. That we should wait for Helen to give us information.
Well, no, I'm going to give you people to go and find this information from.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you the information. I can give you some information, but I'm going to, you need to go and meet with Sasha. You need to contact, I think it's Nicola, with regard to open day information and things like that. I will introduce you, but you will then need to go and do it.
Don't worry, sir.
Yeah. And if when you come up with a questionnaire, you can then ask Suzanne to have a look at it, yes, or I can have a look at it, or both of us can have a look at it, and you can test it out on a couple of students.
Yeah, before you introduce us to Natasha, you're going to email her and tell her that so people is coming to you.
I will email her and copy you in.
Okay.
Yeah, she's done it before. I did it with a group of students last year. So I will say, and then it's up to you to email her and go, can we arrange a time?
No,
to talk to
everybody,
you?
we're going to pursue it because next meeting we want to make it to update it more.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the beginning of the first meeting, which is not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I think we are taking a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, your first client.
I feel like a consultant now.
Okay, good, because that's the process, really, isn't it?
I feel maybe you don't need other consultants. You can award us the contract.
A long way to go before that. I'm going to pay you.
No.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Great.
Okay.
And next time,
Thank you
probably
for
need-
accepting up for the meeting.
That's okay. Thank you very much. I'll,
We are
yeah.
GLN International Company. You need to give a handshake and everything. Closing.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
And well, hopefully you'll have your third member with you next time.
We pray so. And as soon as we get the information, the meeting, the people you're going to introduce us, we can fix a date. When we're going back to Susan to say how the meeting went.
Yep. Okay.
We are not
All
seeing
right.
you as our lecturer, we are seeing
No,
you
that's
as
good.
a
That's good. That's
professional
good. Okay.
consult-
All right. So
client,
I will
yeah.
email you shortly.
Okay.
And then make the introductions for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Perfect. Okay. Nice to see you today.
Happy to see you as well.
I'll see you next week.
Okay. Well, next week, yeah.
You sort yourself out.
Okay.
Okay.
You see, we are growing in it.
Yeah.
How do you see the meeting?
Yeah, I mean, it was alright. It was very informative. So right now we just need to.
And we have
meet
a lot
with
to
people.
do because
we need to meet with the people and find out more information.
yeah, the one we need to do is that one that you need to introduce us to the people that yes, Sasha. When we get that one, but we are the one to say we haven't got this, we haven't got this. We are the one to push.
Yeah.
You understand? You know. Thank God. I recorded everything because I will be recording it. I'm Gabriel.